Hi guys, Brand here, and welcome to another commentary video. No, I will not be doing that voice the whole time, but I do want to talk about to you something today that I've noticed kind of a mentality in the Dead by Daylight community that I find to be kind of unhealthy. And I think it comes from the fact that DBD is a very, very stream-heavy community. Very much is. DBD is a very, very like easily accessible and casual game. Has a lot of times where it goes for free, and it's a very, for the most part, a pretty simple game, right? Sit on gen, do gen, go find the survivors, kill the survivors. It's a pretty simple game. So it's a very like casual community, but you know, with that comes lots and lots and lots and lots of streamers. Lots of streamers, and not even small ones. Lots and lots and lots of big streamers. Big streamers. Open up Twitch right now, look down the category, and see how many people have like from 1,000 to 100 views, right? Which is huge, by the way. Huge, by the way. Most people don't even get above like 10. Like the average Twitch streamer in any category doesn't get above 10 typically, at least on average. So like the fact that they are sitting like from 1,000 to like 100 people for like tons and tons of streamers in this category is pretty good. That's pretty good. But I've kind of come to see that there's kind of like a dark side to this with our community and how the average player kind of reacts to the relationship with the streamer and how they treat the game as a result. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So I think one of the things that we always talk about here on this channel, and just like I guess DBD players in general, is kind of this idea of burnout on DBD, because there's a lot of people that like really get burnout and really frustrated about this game and kind of like take it a little too seriously. Whether it be playing way too much, getting way too upset. Usually these two things go hand in hand. And it's just a lot of people get way too invested in like the world of Dead by Daylight, whether that be like perks, players, playstyles, stuff like that. They get way too invested and they get really tilted and bent out of the shape. And if that happens too much and too consistently, they end up like quitting the game and getting completely burnt out. And I think that part of this is not necessarily on the fault of the streamers, but it is kind of like because of streamers, right? So like when I see someone, let's take me. Let's right here. So let's take a look at me. I stream this game 4 days a week, and I do 6-hour streams. So I play this game a lot. Right? Like I play this game a lot. And I take it pretty seriously. Not like I'm trying to win every game, but like, you know, I'm paying attention to perk strengths. I'm paying attention to like balance decisions. I'm paying attention to play styles. I'm in it, right? Like I'm in the bubble. You know, we talked about that in a recent React video. It was like staying in, like being too much in the bubble. I'm kind of in the bubble. I'm not as aggressively so as a lot of people, which we'll talk about. But I'm in the game. I'm playing it in a normally high amount compared to most people. I have almost 4,000 hours in the game, which is a lot. That's a way above average. Way above average. I have a lot of experience in this game. So, like, you know, with that comes kind of a more of an attention to the smaller things. Like, you know, is Proof too strong? Is Overbrine too strong? Stuff like that, right? Like I start getting so focused, like hyper-focused, teehee, on probably another perk that shouldn't be the way it is. Get a little hyper-focused on balance decisions and stuff like that because I'm constantly running headlong into it and facing it all the time. Like it's constantly in my face. It's constantly affecting me almost in my day-to-day. Even if I'm not actively streaming, obviously I'm recording this YouTube video right now. I'm recording this on my off day. So even on my off day, I am still doing stuff related to the game a lot of the time. So like, this game envelops a lot of my free time and a lot of my lifetime because, like, you know, I stream the game and it's what I do. And I also make YouTube content full time. It's what I do. So obviously I feel more intensely about the things that happen in the game, both positively and negatively, because I'm so entrenched in the environment. What I don't understand is that people will try to emulate that sort of intensity and devotion to the game without streaming. And I feel like a lot of people see streamers and the way that they play and conduct themselves in the game, and they want to do the same things. Another great example of the like they want to like put in the hours that I do, right? Like I play this game, you know, like I said, 4 days a week, play 6 hours, and then there's also like side stuff I do where I'm like recording something here. Like I'm spending a lot of time in the game, but like I do this because I make content, right? Like I do it because I'm either, you know, putting out a Twitch stream or I'm putting out this YouTube video. Like I'm making things, right? It's not realistic really for like a casual person who just, you know, works a 9 to 5, gets home, kind of feels like, you know, playing a game to sink that much time into the game. It's just not realistic. And but I feel like a lot of people hold them up to the standard of like, oh well, so and so streamer streams the game like 6 hours a day, so therefore I have to play the game 6 hours a day. I have to have 6-hour play sessions. Like, no, I play the game that much because, like, A, I like the game. It's not my top 10, but it's my top 20. I like this game. And B, because literally, you know, it's what I do. I make content on 2 different websites. Also make TikTok stuff, but it's just clips and stuff. But yeah, I make content on a bunch of cross websites. Like, there's a deeper investment there for me than it would be just like somebody just playing casually for fun. You could have like a 1 or 2 hour play session and just be like, okay, that's it. Okay, I'm done. There's a friend I know who's really burnout on DBD right now, and she only plays like 3 or 4 matches, and then she's just like, okay, I'm done, and that's it. She doesn't stream, and she just goes, okay, well, the matches are kind of annoying, so I'm just done now, and that's it. That is a normal response. That is a completely normal response. I feel like most people kind of like have this idea that they have to play as rigorously and as often as streamers do, and I just don't like that mentality that people seem to have. And this especially happens specifically when it comes to like kill streaks or escape streaks and stuff like that. They'll see Dowsy doing an escape streak, or they'll see like Otts doing a kill streak, and they'll want to emulate that. And that's why you see so many like frustrating builds and intense playstyles, is because they're trying to emulate streamers that did it and popularized it. But like, there's really no reason to do that. And I find a lot of people get really frustrated because you're not Dowsy. Dowsy? You're not Dowsy. You're not Ottstarver. You're not people with this immense amount of experience in the game. So you often find yourself getting like really upset and overwhelmed because you're trying to keep up a kill streak, but you don't have the same skill level that somebody who literally devotes their life to this game does. You know, like people who literally have made it their livelihood, quite literally, to play this game on the daily. So you run into these frustrating mixed results that, you know, you see your streamers get. You're like, oh, wow, they win all the time. And then you don't, and you get mad. And it's like, you can't compare yourself to somebody who it's literally their J Omega Lol B to go in and play this game all the time. So, but like people are always so like surprised Pikachu face when it's like, oh man, I don't get the same results, or I feel like I'm getting burnt out because I'm playing too much. It's like, you don't have to play the game the way a streamer does. Like, the reason we do what we do is to pump out content. That's what we do. Like, that's the point. We're just trying to make things for you guys to indulge in, like what you're doing right now. Like, so we play the game a little bit more intensely to put out something interesting, to make things, you know? You don't have to do that. So try to, like, take some pressure off of yourself. Even if you're subconsciously, a lot of people do this subconsciously. A lot of people will subconsciously be like, watch it, like somebody do a kill streak, and then want to put on the build and then just dive in the game, and then they're in there for like 5 hours because they want to, they keep having bad luck, so they keep hitting the rematch button. And it's like, take that pressure off yourself, whether it be through the play time, play style. Don't try to hold yourself to the standard that like streamers play this game, because they play the game way differently than like a casual normal player does. So don't try to play the game the same way they do. Try to, you know, remember that this is a casual party game at the end of the day, and that the things that streamers do are abnormal. They are strange. They are not the normal thing, the normal way the game is played, and especially when it comes to play time as well. So try not to put that pressure on yourself, and kind of just, you know, breathe, relax. Try to take the game a little bit more casually. So yeah, that's my message here today, friends. Thank you so much for hearing me out. But I do upload daily, so I'll give you another message tomorrow. But if you're not here tomorrow, well, you know, I have that outro saying that I gotta say, huh? I guess I don't have to say it. Would that be kind of weird at this point? Said it every day and then just like don't for some reason. That'd be weird. I'm gonna slip that in one of these days. I'm gonna be like, I'm just not gonna say it and see if anybody notices that I didn't say it. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.